Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ken Bouchard Online. I'm your host, Ken Bouchard, and as always, joining me is my lovely Lady D.
Hello.
And we're back again for spooktacular Halloween fun.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of good reviews on our Halloween seasonal episodes.
That's great.
So, without further ado, welcome everyone to Ken Bouchard Online. Hope you've been enjoying. If you have been enjoying, please don't forget to hit the like, the comments, the follow buttons. You won't. You're too afraid to step out of normality. You ain't gonna be normal. You want to stay normal. You don't want to be weird or freaky like us. But if you're freaky, geeky, nerdy, or dirty, hit that like button and enjoy another fun-filled episode.
Especially if you're dirty. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Dirty. Wow. We're gonna have to start an OnlyFans just for fans of the show. It's like, hey, welcome to Ken Bouchard After Dark. Bow chicka bow bow.
Whoa.
What?
Well, until you started with the bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah?
When you said After Dark, I was going to say you weren't the first person to come up with that name.
Well, no, After Dark is a popular, it's either at night or after dark. That's two very popular subtitles, I guess you want to call it.
What do you know?
It's like, welcome to so-and-so After Dark, or so-and-so at night.
I'm boring after dark and at night.
You guys don't...
I just play games.
Ken Bouchard Online After Dark is just me sleeping.
It's you sleeping and me playing a game on the computer.
Or me flipping through TikTok until I fall asleep.
Or me looking at videos of the kind of dog we're going to get next.
Right? So, yeah, you guys don't want to watch us after dark. It's not fun. It's not fun. But welcome to the show now. It may be after dark. Who knows when they're actually listening to the show.
Right.
But hopefully it is dark because we're in the spooky season.
Woo! You sound like an old black and white horror movie.
Gotta get some of that, boom, 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 boom. Like old organ type music going. There's dun, dun. Where, they're playing the organ, but it's maybe 5 notes. They're hitting.
Because that's all you need.
Dun.
That is all you need.
Just 5 notes. But we've been doing horror trivia. And people at home, you guys can play along. But last time we played, Miss Smarty Pants over here got 8 out of the 10 questions right. You got 8 out of 10 right, which blew my mind.
And this time I will get none.
You don't know. You don't know. We have faith in you. They have faith in you. The people at home have faith in you. Gotta. Let's go with a question, shall we? Let's hit you with one.
Okay.
Right here, okay? What is the name of the evil company in the Resident Evil movie franchise? At home, you guys know this answer? Do you know that answer? Leave me a comment. Leave a comment down below. What is the name of the evil company in the Resident Evil movie franchise?
I saw it, and it's on the tip of my tongue. So for right now, I know this is wrong, but it popped into my head.
Yeah?
Because it's not a horror movie at all.
What?
So I'm just going to go Mondo Burger.
Mondo Burger?
Yeah.
Was that from Good Burger?
Yes.
Was that the other company, Mondo Burger?
Because for some reason I'm thinking X, and it can't just be X. Can it?
No, it's not. It's a utensil. It's not like an eating utensil, but it's a tool. Excuse me. It's like a tool, and I can't give you more than that. It's something you use.
Mondo Burger.
Do you remember even the logo? What it looks like?
I wasn't so into the movies.
Shame on you. How about the games?
I didn't play the games.
Gasp! You've never played the Resident Evil games?
Nope.
Okay, well,
Mondo Burger.
we'll come back to that one. Okay? Trust is a tough thing to come by these days. Name that movie. And it is a movie you've seen. Trust is a tough thing to come by these days.
Jack and Jill.
Is that,
that's not a horror
I was gonna say,
movie.
that's not a horror movie.
No, I don't know.
But to tie into the answer to that question,
Okay.
today's theme, animals of horror, or animals in horror. There's a lot of horror movies that bring home such a different fear, a different scare. And it's not because you've got a crazed psycho killer or a demon from beyond the grave. No. These scares come because they're natural creatures.
Yeah.
And to give you an example of what I call animals of horror, or nature's revenge type movies, you've got everything from Jaws, Orca, the killer whale, which was like, I'm not sure if it came out before Jaws or right after Jaws, but it was about a killer whale. The Birds, Man's Best Friend, Cujo,
Birdemic.
Birdemic. And the list can go on and on and on. So today we're going to be talking about some of the most iconic ones and like some that probably are your favorite or my favorite when it comes to the animals. And I know you love animals.
I love them.
So this should be right up your alley, like animals of horror.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off because after all this list of animals of horror that I just mentioned out loud, ones that come to mind are any with snakes. And in case you guys at home have yet to figure this out, am definitely afraid of snakes. You know this, Lady D. We've gone to reptile expos and she's seen me like just cry and shake because there was a snake in someone else's hand about 5 to 10 feet away from me.
Yeah, the one time somebody was walking around with a big snake and I was like, look at me. Don't look over there. And then you looked over there.
When you tell someone not to look something, then you're going to look.
I was trying to save you.
It's like, Ken, don't go
From
that
the
way.
fear.
Why? What's that way? You know, you're going to turn. You're going to look. And yeah, sure enough, I made it through a crowd of people to the other side of the building pretty fast. I was like, go! But yes, I'm definitely afraid of snakes. So when it comes to horror movies like Anaconda, Python, right there, they hit triggers. They've hit triggers like you wouldn't believe for me.
Yeah.
When you have, like, both of those movies, of course, are giant-ass snake movies. There's been, like, Boa is another one, but I think it was, like, BOA. It actually stood for something.
And then however many sci-fi has put out.
Right? Oh, yeah, because then you have, like, giant boa versus mega shark or some
They
stupid-ass
come out with
titles.
some crazy shit.
But yeah, when you have a horror movie that's based around a snake that can eat you whole, and it's a snake in general, first off, those are fucking creepy to begin with. But
Yeah,
then
you're even afraid of the little tiny flower pot snakes.
Yes, it's unnatural. Snakes are evil. Why do you think Satan showed up? Was it Satan or whatever showed up as a snake? A snake. He didn't show up as a cute little kitten. He showed up as a snake.
You don't want me to answer this.
Go ahead, answer it. Get biblical on me. Why do you show up as a snake?
I'm gonna offend people. And
The whole show's offensive.
okay, well, I think that the person who wrote the Bible chose that because it's a common fear. It could have easily have been a rat or a mouse.
Yeah, it could have been, but they chose snake.
I'd say just as many people that are afraid of snakes are also, like, I'm not saying it's the same people, but there's probably about as many that are afraid of certain rodents.
But they're cute and cuddly.
They are cute and cuddly.
Like they have a stigmata that people need to get over. I mean,
A stigma,
a stigma.
not stigmata.
No, you don't know. Maybe their hands are bleeding. They walk around with bloody hands. You know, like
Good
look at
movie.
me. That's a horror movie.
Yeah.
But you never know. The rat Jesus shows up, gonna save us from the evil snakes. Could happen. Could happen. But I digress. For me, it's snake movies. I hate snake movies, and if you want to scare me, put me either in, around a snake movies.
Don't be giving people ideas. Damien already gets enough
Yeah,
of
he
them.
already goes, I want to get a pet snake. I'm like, you just want that because you know my fear.
Yeah.
He ain't getting one, and if he wants one, he can move out. He can move out. It'll be his first housewarming gift. You can buy him a snake. I won't, but you can buy him a snake. It's like, here's a
Okay.
snake, and I'll just be happy that you know your dad will never come over. Have a good day.
I'm not buying him anything living.
No, not yet. Not until he shows responsibility.
Right.
But how about you? Give me an example of a animal-based horror.
None of them scare me.
None of the animal ones scare you.
No.
How? How? Like natural animals, like animals, just none of them scare you.
I mean, sure, in person, if I came across certain ones, yeah, I'd be scared.
I mean, put yourself in the scenarios, like the birds. Alfred Hitchcock, I think 1970s.
I think I'd be more afraid. Okay, hold on. Okay, logically. Let me try to think about this logically. Birds, yeah, they'd do some damage. But they would do less damage than, say, crocodiles and alligators.
Yeah, but these birds were like flying into like the glass, trying to break the glass.
Hold on, I'm getting there. But you would have to be near water to be got by one of those.
What, you mean the alligator?
Yeah, so
Okay.
maybe something like eight-legged freaks.
Okay, so something like eight-legged freaks in general, or spiders in general, because eight-legged freaks was like genetically altered, and they had some big ass like spiders in that movie.
Yeah, giant spiders.
Because there's also, what was it, Arachnophobia that came out like I think 80s,
Yeah,
which was about normal-sized spiders, but it was just a town getting like overran by venomous, poisonous spiders.
that would probably be the scariest. Just because I imagine that if somebody was getting poisonous spiders illegally, release them, eventually there could be a time where you could be overrun by poisonous spiders.
So between me and you, we just don't move to Florida.
Yeah, no, Florida we avoid.
Avoid Florida. If you don't want to be attacked by poisonous spiders or snakes, just stay out of Florida. But let's go back to the second round. I mean, you right now are 0.
Yeah, I
2.
think what I said at the beginning might have been accurate.
Yeah, you're 0-2 now, right now, my dear.
I'm
so,
doing bad.
Let's try another one, shall we? Let's see what we got here for you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Guys at home, remember, you can play along. If you know the answer, leave a comment down below. What 2012 slasher film, so this is back in 2012, is a story about an annual ritual sacrifice to appease the Ancient Ones? We talked about this one. This was 2-3 episodes ago, my dear.
Was that Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was Cabin in the Woods, which was 2012. I didn't know it was that old.
I thought it was older than that.
You thought it was older? I thought it was newer than 2012.
That's the only thing that had me thrown off, was that I thought it was a little bit older than that.
But yeah, appease the Ancient One. So I was like, oh, that's Cabin in the Woods. Okay. Well, how about... Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, this one's a little tough one. Which 1958 creature feature
Oh, God.
Starred Steve McQueen in his first role. Steve McQueen, not Lightning McQueen. It's a whole different McQueen.
No, I know who he is. And the reason why is because I watched The Vampire Diaries, and his grandson, I believe, was the main character's brother.
McQueen? Or did he have a different name?
Stephen, I think his name is actually Stephen McQueen.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, the first Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
It's his first role, and it's a creature feature.
Whoa.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Alright, well, right now you're at 1 out of 4.
Yeah, I'm doing bad.
Those odds aren't very good. How is this spectacular season? You're not being very spectacular. You need to get...
You wouldn't have got that one
You
either.
don't know.
Yes, I do.
You're dealing with the geek demon over here, my dear. I am the geek demon. I am the Altoona's residential horror freak.
But how many old black and white movies do you watch?
Oddly enough, that one I have seen.
Oh, that's one you have seen?
Yes.
Oh.
I'll be honest. I probably haven't seen like Frankenstein all the way through. Or the Wolfman all the way through. Like, I have seen the remake of the Wolfman,
Yeah.
but not the original. And I don't think I've ever seen The Creature of the Black Lagoon. I don't think I've ever seen that all the way through. I've seen it at all.
I do know that a couple years ago, I sat through and I watched all the original Fly movies.
The old, like the black and
old
white?
black and white
Not
ones.
not the ones with,
Jeff Goldblum.
yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
No, I watched those, so then I was like, well, I do know that this is a remake, so let me watch the originals, and I watched all those.
So you went back to watch, like, you watched the Jeff Goldblum ones, and you were like, let's see the originals.
Yeah.
All right, and which ones did you?
Completely
Which ones were better?
Well, obviously, having watched the Jeff Goldblum ones and then going back, his was better, but the original was very different.
That's why I asked which one's better, because if it's different, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the graphics in this one may be better, but the story was better. Like, you know, which one?
They were so different. I'd say the Jeff Goldblum one was easier to watch.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense because, you know, well, I like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I like almost anything he's done. Like, he plays the same character in every movie he's in. Like, he's like Jack Black. Any movie that Jack Black's in is Jack Black with a different t-shirt on. Like, he's in the new Minecraft movie, and it's just, he's like, I'm Steve! And it's like, no, you're Jack Black with a blue shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm Claptrap! No, you're just Jack Black voicing a robot. You're Jack Black in every movie you're in. So, and Jeff Goldblum's the same way. He's, I'm gonna be a smart guy, but I'm gonna talk like this. I gotta talk to you like you're an idiot, and explain to you the thing that I know most about. That's how he talks. Like, if you ever like, everything is like, he's so smart that he's stupid.
he talks.
And there goes the dog.
He talks slowly and really enunciates his words.
He does. He does. You're fine, Robbie.
You're
lay
gonna
down.
be fine.
Go lay down. Anyway. Okay, well, back to the animals. Here's one that gets me. I'm okay with spiders. Spiders are fine.
Yeah.
What about... And we talked about birds.
Yeah.
We've talked kind of briefly about sharks and stuff. I said they're out there. I'm not afraid of shark movies because sharks
I'm not
are
really afraid of things that you got to be near a certain type of environment.
You got to be
gotta be
deep in
near
the ocean,
water.
deep
Yeah.
in the ocean, bleeding, and then you may get attacked by a shark.
you got to be in the water for a shark and near the water for like a crocodile.
I
or
mean, Jaws took
alligator.
it to an extreme where he was like chewing down on the boat,
Yeah.
but it don't bother me. Sharks don't bother me. Birds, it kind of freaks me out because, I mean, it's like death from above. You're kind of like run and duck. But, I mean, the worst they're going to do is ram you at that speed.
Right.
They're not going to be able to peck at you while flying.
They can scratch you with their beak and stuff like that, but those size of birds that they were using in that movie...
I think it was mostly seagulls because they were right by the ocean.
Yeah. If you protect your head and throat, you might get some scars, but you're going to be fine.
Get the bird flu.
Oh,
yeah, see?
That's scary.
Yeah, that is pretty scary. You said eight-legged freaks, which yes, that's creepy. Like spiders in general. I mean, I could deal with a spider over a snake, but at the same time, they're
Depending
creepy.
on the kind of spider.
They're creepy still.
And they're
yeah,
giant.
yeah,
if they're giant, ooh.
No. But what about bears?
Are you talking about the freaking movie that I think you're talking about?
Cocaine bear?
Yeah. A
Okay.
bear? Terrifying. A bear on cocaine that's trying to attack you? Yeah, that's terrifying.
Now, I know the movie was
Did the movie
far-fetched.
scare me? No.
No, the movie was far-fetched. Cocaine bear was
But that
different.
really happened.
It did happen, but what didn't happen that way. I think the bear was more like just out of it, and
He was
died.
just having a good time.
Yeah, he was just like, "Woo, I'm high, goodbye." It wasn't a case of like, "Ooh, people, I'm gonna maul them and bust through
Right.
the doors, and you're gonna shoot me 500 times, and I'm gonna rub it off like it ain't nothing." Like,
Yeah.
no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But bears, like animals like that, like the wild animals.
I would be afraid of a bear.
Bears. There's also been like the grizzly was a good one, which again, people camping get attacked by a bear that's relentless, hunting them down.
Yeah.
And there's been other horror movies about bears, but I'm not going with just bears though. Wild animals. You got bear, the grizzly. Then you have stuff like, what was it? They or them? I forget which one that is.
Non-binary.
Yeah. Non-binaries. Watch out. They're creepier. They're the creepiest ones. You don't know how to address them. Is it he, she, they, them?
If they're non-binary, they're they them.
Or get attacked by the they, thems. But no. I mean, there was a movie called, I think, Them. Which, there was also Night of the Loop. Was it Lupin?
Lupin? Lupine?
Something like that. Rabbits.
Oh. I don't know then.
There was one with like giant friggin' rabbits that were attacked. And I don't mean giant like mutated like crazy huge. I mean it was like giant ravenous rabbits.
I would feel so conflicted.
Be
You
like,
got
"Aw."
a cute, cuddly creature
It's
that's gonna kill
"Aw,
you.
Look at how cute.
That's why they're so dangerous, because they lure you in with their cuteness and then they get you.
Yeah, well that's what happened with you. You lured me in with your cuteness and then you got me.
I look very different than I did when we
See?
first got
You're
together.
like, surprise! You stuck now.
Surprise, my hair is gonna start falling out, and I'm not gonna give a crap about makeup anymore.
But I still love you. Here's one. Okay, I gotta give you something here that you can figure out. Okay, so how about this? Leatherface was a character in what horror film?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes. You got one. No, actually, that's two.
Oh,
2 out of 5. All right, here you should be able to get this one too. Set in 1630s New England. You know where New England is.
Uh-huh.
What 2015 movie involves an English farmer and his family who relocates to the forest which lurks an unknown evil.
No, that's not that movie.
This movie, I will give you one hint on this one because you are failing.
I'm failing miserably.
It had a lot to do with a goat in this film. What do they call them? Black. Yeah, the black something they call it. It's always like, there's a name for the goat. Black something. I forget what the name of it is, but it's not the name of the title. The name of the movie. But there's like a black goat in this movie.
Oh no!
Our table. It's broken.
I'm going to continue to fail.
All right. I'm gonna have to start giving you answers here soon. Soon. What about crazy? Well, let's go crazy spectrum of animal horrors, okay? Because we could go on with like Cujo, which was sad mostly, but scary at the same time. A dog that gets rabies, and the book is completely different than the movie.
I haven't read the book.
The movie shows you a dog that gets bit by something ravenous, and then it goes crazy and starts killing people. The book, when Stephen King writes the book, he starts off the book, you are the dog. You're in the mind of the dog.
Oh.
And it's like, it begins off like, I don't want to be this way. I don't have choice in the matter. It's something I can't, like, you're like reading him is like, he doesn't want to be, he wants to be a good boy. He loves people, but his mind is getting messed up and he can't control his actions and stuff. It's written completely different.
You know what I say? I say our next dog, we get a Saint Bernard, a male, and we name him Cujo.
Well, if we do that, then we're going to have to get a Rottweiler, and I don't remember what his name was.
No, you know what would be creepier than that?
What?
Get a black lab and name it Sam.
Sam? Why Sam?
Son of Sam.
Oh, and then just tell everybody that the dog keeps talking to me?
Yeah.
The dog's telling me to do things.
Yeah.
D! I can't do it. It was a Simpsons episode. It'd be like, D, the doll's trying to kill me and the toaster's still laughing at me. It was an episode of Simpsons, I think, Treehouse of Horror. They get a Krusty doll, and the Krusty doll comes to life, and it's like trying to kill Homer.
Yeah.
And Homer's running around with the Krusty doll, if I remember correctly, and he's like, Marge, the doll's trying to kill me, and the toaster's still laughing at me because he's running around, and it's like, the toaster has nothing, the toaster's just a toaster. But the fact that he threw that in there, that's what made me laugh, because It's like, the doll's trying to kill me, and the toaster's still laughing at me. It's like, wait, what? Why the toaster?
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, yeah. Creepy animals. We'll go. How about like I said, beyond the norm? Like Man's Best Friend.
Yeah.
Was a dog killing, but this dog was genetically altered. It started Ali Sheedy, and in this movie, she ends up finding this lost dog that escaped a lab. This dog escaped a lab, but this dog was genetically altered, so like it has the venom of like a cobra in its mouth. Like if it bites you, you can get poisoned.
Yeah.
It has like the eyesight of a hawk. It has it's all genetically altered, this dog. And it escapes the lab. She falls in love with it. It falls in love with her. It's like her best friend.
Yeah.
But anytime anybody else gets close to her or hurts her, the dog takes off and kills them. And some of the ways he kills them is like crazy. Like he has acid piss at one point.
Okay.
The movie's weird. But she ends up having to put the dog down.
Aww.
But it's because it's gone crazy and it's killing, and she realizes it's the dog killing all these people.
Yeah.
But the movie's called Man's Best Friend. It's actually really good. And if I got to meet Ali Sheedy back when she was at Steel City, I would have had her sign that. Like, can you sign me a Man's Best Friend poster?
Yeah.
Everyone else going with, Short Circuit or
Breakfast Club.
or even Psych.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, Man's Best Friend.
Yeah.
But, Sharknado.
I can't stand that movie.
Sharknado was awesome. How can you not like Sharknado?
People that like the movie like it because it was bad.
Yes, it was so bad it's good. There's so many movies out there. They're so bad, they're good.
Okay.
Birdemic.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I think Birdemic was just bad.
It is bad. But it's that, again, it's so bad that it's good. It's one of those, you don't watch it for the plot. You don't watch it for the good graphics. You watch it because it's one of those, it's so bad. It's just so bad.
Yeah.
When you got birds that are just like floating in the air,
their wings aren't even moving.
they're not flapping, they're just sitting up there, they're just hovering. When they hit people, they blow up. Like the dive bombing and exploding.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened to those birds? Why are they exploding? It's like, what the hell? But, yeah. And the fact that the director thought the movie was a hit, so he went and made Birdemic 2.
Isn't there a third one by now?
I believe there's a third one, and I'm just like, why? The first one was horrible.
And the sad thing is that he made that, genuinely thinks it's good, but he made it because he was inspired by the birds.
Yeah, no, the birds was actually, as corny as the birds technically is in today's eyes,
Yeah.
it's 100 times better than Birdemic.
Yeah. They moved.
Yeah, at least they moved, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Okay, next questions, and you'll get these. Because I think we're at 2, 4, 6. This is 8 here, okay?
Okay.
What 2013 film was inspired by the Amityville horror story and features paranormal investigators?
The Conjuring?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Well, I should have said series, but I think these questions came out before it became a series. But yeah, The Conjuring.
Possibly. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what? You got, 2 questions? 3 questions so far.
Yeah.
3 out of 7. Not good there, D.
Nope.
This 2014 movie involves a widowed mother who becomes worried when her son asks her to read a scary pop-up children's book.
The Babadook?
Yeah, hey, I told you you'd get this. So now you're at 4? 1, 2, 3, 4
The
out of 8.
ending of that was crazy.
D. You're at 4 out of 8.
Yeah.
Am I right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8.
Mm-hmm.
You're at 50-50 right now.
Right.
You could pass this.
I could fail it.
But you
Or I
could
pass it.
pass this. You could pass this. What about swimming movies? What about Piranha? Have you ever seen the movie Piranha?
I might have.
People go swimming in like a normal lake and don't realize that somebody like let loose piranhas in the lake.
In theory, it's scary, but
Well, if you know what you know about piranhas,
Yeah.
really, it's like, shit, just get out of the water. However, not knowing about piranhas and how they actually are, it's scary that a swarm of fish can, like, come at you like that.
I'd be more afraid of lampreys.
Well, yeah, but they haven't made Lamprey, the movie. At least not that
They
I know of.
should.
Not that I know of. Not yet.
They should.
They should, or they should make Blobfish the movie, because that right there is just freaky. They're freaky.
They're not gonna get you. They live too deep in the water, and their thing is just that they're ugly.
Goblin Shark the movie?
Sure.
Goblin Shark. Those-
Vampire squid.
Yeah.
Oh, those things are creepy looking.
Alright, last 10. I mean...
Last 10?
Last 10! Last 2 to make 10.
Okay.
You're at 50-50 right now. 4 out of 8, dude.
Okay.
You can do this. Come on. You're my girl. I am a horror fan. If you don't do this, it's going to look bad on me.
Well, sorry.
Well, sorry. Okay, you got this. The director of Drag Me to Hell
Crap.
is most famous for what other horror franchise? And D, if you don't get this right, I will reach over and smack you.
You might have to smack me because I don't always pay much attention to directors.
Do you know who? How about I tell you who the director is?
Okay.
Sam Raimi.
Evil Dead.
Yes. Yes, the Evil Dead series. Good. Now you're past. You're at 5 out of 9.
Okay.
So let's see what this last one does. Ready?
That look and sound doesn't seem too promising.
It don't. We've seen this one, but I don't think this one was like big on us. Like I think we both seen it and just like meh. So you ready?
Yeah.
What day does Tree have to relive over and over in the 2017 movie Happy Death Day?
Birthday.
Yeah. Can you add to that a little bit?
It was in a month and it was a day.
Think of the title, Happy Death Day.
The death.
I'm gonna give this to you. I'm gonna give it to you. The day of her murder on her birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why it's Death Day.
Yeah, but you said her birthday, but you had to add the day of her murder on her birthday. Like, she got murdered on her birthday. So she keeps reliving her death until she finds out who killed... Like, she had to find out who wore that stupid baby mask. Remember? It was like a cherub baby... Like baby face?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my favorite movies at all. At all. But that means...
But it was better than that new Nicolas Cage one.
That means you're 7 out of 10? 6 out of 10?
6.
6 out of 10. Let's go back and let's go. You got The Conjuring, you got The Babadook, you got Happy Death Day, you got the Evil Dead series, that's 4. You got Texas Chainsaw, that was 5. You got 6 was the Cabin in the Woods. So let's go back. I'm gonna re-ask one more time these couple questions here. See if you can catch up. See if you guys can get these as well. Ready? What is the name of the evil? Evil? You're evil. What is the name of the evil company in Resident Evil movie franchise?
I don't remember. I know when you tell me, it's going to be like, oh my god, I knew that.
What do you use when you go outside and it starts raining?
Umbrella Corporation.
There you go. I'm not going to give it to you because that was... If you said anything but Umbrella, I would have smacked you at that point. But yes.
I did remember it when you said it. That's why I said corporation.
You're all right. It is the Umbrella Corporation, but I'm not... I can't give that to you. I can't.
Okay.
That was... what other tool do you use when it rains when you go outside? I mean, I use a plunger. Meh. I mean, it's an umbrella. But you still have...
Yeah, but I didn't say ink or anything like that. I genuinely remember
Yeah,
this.
you did get the corporation part. Let's see if you can get this one again. Steve McQueen's first role was in what creature feature from 1958?
The Blob.
You're right.
Hey.
All right, you got that one. So
Yeah.
I don't know how you pulled that off, but you were right. You were right. That was the Blob. So that takes you to 7 out of 10. I'm trying to think what...
Interesting fact about that. It's loosely based on true events.
Really? The Blob?
Yeah.
It was loosely based on true events?
Greatly exaggerated.
What was the true event?
There was some strange stuff that they found, like a blob of goo, and they couldn't identify what it was.
It's the monster tongue that ate Chicago.
No, but you don't remember hearing about that?
I vaguely, now that you said it, like you were talking about it, I vaguely remember. I think it was like actually, I think it was a Pennsylvania thing, wasn't it?
I don't remember where it was.
It was like in a town, and it was like a weird thing they found.
Like, when they say based on a true story, it's very loosely.
Like they found a blob of something, and it was weird.
Nothing that they could identify.
It wasn't coming to life and like
it wasn't killing
swallowing
people.
everybody, but no.
Yeah.
Okay, last question to see if you can get 8 out of 10. Right now you're at 7 out of 10. Okay.
Okay.
This one. Okay, yeah, this one set in 1630s New England. What 2015 movie involves an English farmer and his family who relocates to a forest which lurks an unknown evil? And it's not The Village.
No, the movie I'm thinking of has to be wrong, but I'm thinking of The Witch, but it has to be wrong.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my best guess.
Deidre?
What?
You just got 8 out of 10. It's The Witch!
I was thinking that earlier.
It's The Witch. So, whoa, you talk about a comeback. Okay, so you did get 8 out of 10 this time. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
It was a struggle, but out of the horror trivia tonight, on this episode, you were able to pull off an 8 out of 10.
I wish I would have said The Witch earlier, because I was thinking it this whole time, but I was like, it can't be that.
Sometimes you gotta go with your gut instinct. Sometimes you just gotta lead with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have been right.
Yeah, apparently.
You would have been right, but that is what we got for tonight's episode. Animals. To me, in a nutshell, some of them are automatically creepy. They have a creep factor. Like for me, it's snakes. For you, it's moths. Actually, if you talk about
centipedes.
Centipedes.
Yes.
Okay. So, but you put these animals in horror situations, and you take things that are naturally defensive or predatorial, and then you give them a desire to kill. That's why that makes animals in horror such a fear factor.
I have one to put out there into the universe because it should exist, and for some reason it doesn't exist. They made movies with giant spiders. You know what's scarier than giant spiders?
What?
Giant fleas.
Oh, or mosquitoes.
Yes.
Anything that naturally like is a parasite.
Right.
Like leeches.
Leeches, though.
I mean, you could naturally kill them, but at the same time, go swimming and then just get covered with leeches.
Something that'll get you from almost anywhere.
Yeah.
You have to go swimming though for that.
But yeah, like or the ones that actually get inside you.
Various types of worms.
Right? How about that one that goes up your penis? Woo! Don't want that one.
No.
Don't want that one. But that's it for tonight's show. We talked about some horror movies, about animals in horror. If you have a favorite animal horror that we didn't talk about, or a scary story about an animal, feel free to leave it in the comments and let us know about it. Feel free to leave us a comment saying how you're liking the show, or if you're not liking the show. Feel free to just, be you. And as always, guys, if you like the show, hit the like, hit the comment, subscribe, share this with a friend, share it with an enemy, and that'll be about 40-something minutes of their life they'll never get back. So
Never.
So you can consider that a win-win.
Oh, yeah.
But until next time, I am Ken Bouchard. Joining me, Lady D.
Yep, that would be me.
And remember to stay freaky, stay geeky, stay nerdy, and stay dirty.
Bye.
That's it?
Yep. Bye.
Bye.